What up, my man in society? It is your host with the most, Shadow Loke, back at you with another video. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys like all that good stuff. It does help my channel get into the algorithm. I would highly appreciate it if you guys go ahead and do that. You know what I mean? It's free, bro. It don't cost anything. Come on, you can't turn down free stuff. Now, what I wanted to talk about today was a conversation I was having with an individual on my other channel. Now, people often think that I dislike conspiracy theorists or conspiracy theories and stuff like that, when it's not true. You know what I mean? I'm actually open-minded to the possibility of, a bunch of stuff, right? We don't know everything, right? And if it's plausible, then why not, right? So there's certain things that I believe in and there's certain things that I don't believe in, right? But these are just my opinions and I know we're here to, I just, state, from my point of view, right? When it comes to like UFOs, for example, see, when it's understanding conspiracy theorists, right? Some of their theories are a little, out there, and some of them are actually, rational, right? It's plausible, right? Conspiracy theorists, right? People look at them as like weirdos or dumb and stuff like that, right? When in reality, it's just that society doesn't recognize people's look, us as humans, we are all different, right? And some of us suffer from, certain disorders, right? People just can't help, to be a certain way, right? Like there's some people that need to know everything, right? They don't like secrets. They don't like stuff being in the dark. And then they start doing their own investigations to try to figure it out because they hate being, they hate stuff being kept from them, right? And they just can't help it. Another thing is some people like to feel more superior than others, right? Some people like to know and feel more intelligent or just want to belong to something, right? And when it comes to certain topics, right, especially when it comes to anything that's, has to do with science, whether, astrology, cosmology, biology, any of those fields, when it comes to science, there's certain people don't understand certain things, right? We don't have the knowledge to be able to understand what these people are talking about, right? And so some people don't like to feel dumb or like to be, kept in the outs. So, of course, conspiracy theorists give you simple answers, right? And that's the reason why society accept these answers, because they're simple. They're able to understand them, right? Instead of, all this science talk and big words and stuff like that. This stuff is something that they can understand more easily, right? That's why it's more believable. That's why a lot of people believe it, right? Because instead of, talking about different stuff, there's not much needed to understand this, right? So that's why you get a lot of people that follow these groups, right? Because they don't like secrets, and this is something they could understand. So it makes it easier for them to believe this than the science that's talking about atoms and nuclear patterns and cosmic rays and stuff that's just So when it comes to like UFOs, for example, I am a firm believer that there is extraterrestrial life out there. I don't believe that in our whole entire, cosmos that we are the only planet that, could have life on it, right? I don't believe in one thing just being unique like that. There's always, something out there, similar to, somebody out there has the same idea as you, bought the same thing as you, it's just always occurs, right? So I believe in that. So I don't believe that this is the only planet that it just happened to align itself like that and it's unique in that way. Especially, Earth being one of the newer planets, who's to say that there's not, a planet out there that contains life on it. Now, I do believe that the UFOs do exist, but I don't believe that they have visited our planet and that people caught them on camera and stuff like that. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in the stories that people tell. Is it possible? Yeah, but I just don't believe it because people don't have no evidence showing, any proof of this, right? They just have, stories of, he said, she said. So, we need some evidence. But let's just say, for the sport of things, They have came and visited our planet, right? If aliens were to come and visit our planet, that means that they are so advanced, bro. They are so smart. They are leagues ahead of us, right? We're not even be able to understand the type of knowledge that these individuals have. In order for them to travel from their planet to our planet, it's already in itself mind-blowing, right? The intelligence and the capability of these individuals. So let's just say if they did come to our planet, the fact that they're smart enough to be able to do this already shows that they are not coming aggressively. They are not coming, these mindless monsters or these mindless, idiots that want to experiment on us. They are already so smart, bro. There is nothing that we could provide these aliens, bro. What are we gonna provide the aliens? What can we possibly give the aliens? If they're already traveling over here and stuff, I'm pretty sure they have food where they're coming from. You know what I mean? You get what I mean? Like, there's no reason for them to wanna. We can't provide them with nothing, bro. Another thing is that if they're these mindless monsters, how are they able to drive their UFOs, bro? They have to be intelligent, so they can't be these gargoyle monsters that people think of in their heads. Obviously, they have to be smart enough to be able to, drive a ship that is so sophisticated that we can't even be able to understand. They have to be smart enough to be able to, operate one of those, bro. So I doubt that they're gonna come over here to start a war or eat us or anything like that. Facts, bro. Experiment on us for what? To what? To find out how we work, bro. These people could come to our planet, bro. They're already leagues ahead of us in knowledge and technology, bro. So what can we possibly give these aliens? Nothing. It's kind of like saying you going and robbing a bum. Why would you rob a bum? What does a bum have that you possibly want? Right? It's kind of like why a rich person doesn't go and ask a bum for financial advice, We got to be realistic when it comes to breaking down these subjects, right? Because a lot of people come with their, theories and stuff like that, but they don't make any sense, kind of like the flat earther one, right? They're saying that we're not smart enough to go to space, that we don't have the technology and stuff like that, but we have the technology to build a dome around Earth and to create these lights in the sky that's the sun, but we have the technology to put a dome around a planet and these lights and everything, but we don't have the technology to go to space. It's like they make us smart when they want to and they make us dumb when they want to. It doesn't make any sense. Like, be at least consistent with your arguments. I mean, God, that's the part that frustrates me, that these people come and try to give their arguments, but they don't make any sense. They fall apart, right? And it's almost like, I respect people when they actually, believe in what they're speaking and educate themselves. But if they're just coming and just, I'm able to poke all these holes and then they not able to give me no explanation, they're just able to say like, oh, well, you'll see. Like, I'm like, what the hell does that mean? Like, no, bro, I'm trying to understand. I'm not saying that you're wrong or you're lying. I'm trying to understand your point of view, right? Because I have like a million questions. Don't even get me started on the flat earth. There's a million wrong right there, especially with wildfires and all that smoke. Like, wouldn't it pollute the dome? Or do we have like big ass vacuums that suck in all the smoke or what? I mean, there's a lot of things wrong with a lot of these people's theories, but I mean, that's neither here nor there, right? See, with a thing, when you're talking about something, right, where like secrets are kept or anything like that, and you're bringing your own theories, you have to be able to understand what you're talking about and explore any other options, right? Like any other possibilities, right? Or why this argument will probably not work, right? Once you eliminate that and stuff like that, then you're able to, come with some solid ground. But it seems like these people don't do that. They just come with their, like, if they just thought about this right now and they just come and try to argue, and it's like, I'm like, what? No, bro. Do I believe that the government keeps secret from us? Yes, I do. Of course, there's agendas. I believe in agendas, not conspiracies. Yes, of course, the government. That's why some conspiracy theorists think that they're right about the theories that they come with, right? Because there's been some conspiracy theories that have been true, right? That have came out to be true. Yes, but see, these are plausible. Those are not. See, these are agendas. These are agendas. These are not. You know what I mean? Um, like enslaving and everything, bro. Like, but see, they desperately come and throw all of this that way. They could find the truth, right? They're hoping to weed out the truth because they just don't like to be kept, in the dark, in the secret. They don't like the secrecy. It drives them crazy. There's a lot of people that are like that. That's a real disorder where people just don't like people keeping stuff from them. Um, and since it's something they could understand, and it gives them something to blame their problems on. No offense to those out there, but I mean, um, you can argue with the science. I mean, they studied these individuals and came with their diagnosis on why certain individuals believe in conspiracy theories and stuff like that, right? Um, um, but I'm just saying, there's people that need therapy and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Um, we all have issues. No one's perfect. Nobody knows everything. We all have, the things that are wrong with us. This is all true. I myself have a lot of faults. Um, but yeah, overall, when it comes to the UFO thing, just give it some thought. If they're able to come here, you also have to bring, and explore all these other avenues, right? Like if they're smart enough to come right here, so what could we possibly offer them and stuff like that before everything's, no, they want to enslave us or they're kidnapping us and experimenting on us and like, why? I'm just saying, everything has to have a purpose. People don't do stuff for absolutely no reason. There has to be a purpose for anything in this world, bro. Like, for example, like when people say about ghosts and stuff like that, right? Or demons and stuff like that. They have all this power. They give them all this power, right? To be able to harm people and stuff like that. But the thing that they have them doing is moving a chair or opening a cabinet. They have the potential to possess people and do all of this crazy supernatural stuff that people claim that they're able to do. But the thing that they do is decide to throw a plate across a room. That you're talking about some evil entity with so much power, right? Supernatural power. And the task that you have him doing is moving a chair slightly to the left. I mean, come on, my guy, it has to add up. At least match the power and the evil that we're talking about to something that actually makes sense, bro. I mean, you're talking about an evil entity who has all this ability, and the thing he's gonna do is move a chair slightly to the left. And what would be the purpose of that? You get what I'm saying? Everything must have a purpose, to why it's done. People just don't do nothing for absolutely no reason. Even though there's people out there that, want to believe that to be so, people don't say and do things for absolutely no reason. Everything has a reason to it, bro. I'm just saying, give it some thought. What do you guys think? Leave your opinions in the comments. Do you agree, disagree? Do you agree, disagree? It's all good. You know what I mean? That's what the comments are for, to have discussions. I'm just saying, shout out, we out.